Hey guys, John back here with another Sudoku puzzle. And this is actually a user created puzzle from the website that I use. I don't really know anything other than that it is ranked a 7 out of 10. So it's probably going to be fairly hard. And we will see if we can get through it. Instantly, I see that we do have a ton of numbers on the grid. So I'm not sure really what to expect here. But with let's just see what we got. Let's just get started here. So I'll just start with the ones. And as always, if you have any questions about any of the decisions I've made or logic I've used, just ask me down in the comments and I will be happy to let you know. Just give me a timestamp and ask how I marked a cell, and we can go from there. I try not to explain everything, especially the stuff that I think is kind of obvious, but obviously that's not going to be the case with everything. So um, no judgment. Just give me any questions you have down in the comments, and we can go from there. So I'm just marking the really obvious spots for right now. The real obvious spots where there's definitely got to be a number in a box. Usually it's a box that can only be there in one spot. Or in two spots. I'm sorry. Man, it's Monday. I'm moving a little slow today, man. I was watching my Dodgers last night make it to the World Series, so I'm riding high, but I'm a little tired. Um, So let's continue on. So this row here, or I'm sorry, this column has only two empty boxes. Has to be a 2 and an 8. So ones, let's see, what else? Anything with sevens? Yeah, we know that's got to be a 7. We know that's got to be a 7. Sevens are done. Eights, we know that's got to be an 8. We know eight's got to live in one of those two squares. And I think that's it for eights for now. We know those gotta be nines. These two gotta be nines. These two corner ones gotta be nines. Actually, we're only missing 3 in this whole box. What are we missing? 3, 6, 9. There's a 6 and there's a 6. So we know the 6 lives in the middle there, and we know that this has to be a 3, 9 combo on either side. We also know that's gotta be a 3 or a 9 because those are the only two missing in that column. Okay, let's see what else here. I know that's got to be a, oh, there's a 3-9 combo there too. We actually have a 1-3-9. Those are the only things missing. And there's a 9 there. So we know that's a 1 or a 3. And this can actually be a 1, 3, or a 9. I'll go ahead and label all the numbers. When it's down to 3 like that, I don't mind doing that. Okay, what are we missing here? We're only missing 3 in this box too. Looks like 3, 6, 8. So there's a 6. So we know that's got to be a 3 or an 8. And down here can actually be a 3, 6, or an 8. Okay, so that's not much help there. Let's see what else we got here. Let's keep going through our numbers and see if we get any more luck. Eights. Sevens are done, as I recall. Sixes. Not really. Fives. Fours. Threes. Oh man, we were going so nicely, and I thought we were really gonna break through there, but it looks like we kind of hit a little bit of a roadblock here. So let's start looking, keep looking for places where we have either 5 or 6. What about this middle one? Oh, well, there's a 1 there, so I know those can't be 1s. So 1s have to go there, which means that's not a 1. Okay, that helps a little bit, I guess. What are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a 2 or a 6. What about here? Oh no, it can be an 8 too. Let me just go ahead and delete that. That's not a thing. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. What else are we missing? Let's try to find an area. Okay, there's only 4 left in this row. So let's see. 1, 2. What are we missing? 3, 5, 6, 9. Well, there's 5, 6. So that's a 3, 9. We know that. There's 5, 9. So that's got to be 3 or a 6. There's 3, 6. So that's got to be 5 or a 9. It looks like this one can be any of them. We'll go ahead and mark it, even though it doesn't really rule anything out. But just for that row, 2, 3, 8 are missing in this row, but there's a 2 there, so that's 3, 8, but this can be 2, 3, or 8. So that's not super helpful. Let's see what else. 1. Sheesh. I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me off the screen. What about here? 1, 3, 6, 8. That's what we're missing here. There's a 3, 6, so we know that's got to be a 1 or an 8. 1, 6, so we know that's got to be a 3 or an 8. This can be 1, 3, 6, and on the bottom there, 3, 6, 8. So again, not much help. Anything else? Oh, I did this wrong. I was supposed to label those as ones and not mark that as a 1. Just take away the 1. So I don't know why I did that. So that means a 1 is either here or here. Glad I caught that. That might have came back to haunt me. I do that quite frequently. If you've been here for any amount of time, which no one has, as it's a brand new channel, that's the bane of my existence. So what else are we missing in this middle one? 2. Looks like 2s are missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right down the pipe. So a 6 has to be there or there, which means a 6 is there or there, and an 8. So 8s go anywhere there. Okay, what about here? 1, we're missing 4. We're missing 2, 3, 8, 9. So there's a 2 and an 8, so that's 3, 9. Or there's a 3, so that's 2, 8, 9. This one can be any of them. It's not going to be much help, is it? Sometimes you'll get like a pair that can only be one or the other, and so then you get lucky there. That's why it's worth doing. What about here? What are we missing? 1, 3, 5, 8. There's a 1, so that can be a 3, 5, 8. There's a 5. That's not really gonna. 5, 8. We already know that's 1, 3. Okay, let's just start marking our. Let's just start marking down where we have numbers. So 1s are marked. 2s. 2s can live anywhere up top there, anywhere in the middle here. Those are all marked for the most part. Um, okay, I see an empty rectangle here. So these are the only 2s in this column are here and here. So since this 2 rules out these 2, if that were a 2, it would rule out those 2. Well, if that's a 2, that can't be a 2, that's the 2. So these working together, this cannot be a 2. That's called an empty, gosh dang it, and I mark it as a 2, an empty rectangle. Those are kind of easy to spot once you're used to it. And since the 2, no. Okay, let's keep going. 3s, anything with 3s. 3, 3, 3, 3. That can't be a 3. I don't know why that's labeled, but it is. Okay, anything else with 3s that we can see with 3s? No. Okay, 4s. 1, 2. Okay, that's 4s definitely live in the middle there. 4s are done for now. 5s. 5s can be any of those 3. I think 5s are done for now. 6s. 6s are done for now. 7s. 7s are done. 8s. 8s can live there. That's not an 8. I don't know why I did that. Um, those can be 8s. They can live on the bottom there. Okay, look at this square. So there's only 9s left, and there's a 9 here. So I think this touches every single number. 1, 2. It doesn't touch a 3, but it touches 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has to be a 3 in this square here. Doesn't really help us other than that. So let's keep labeling with 9s. 9s can live on the top there, there, and there. Okay, let's see if anything jumps out at us in the square. So now I'm looking for like doubles, like there's only two in a line box, or row, or triples, or even quadruples if they jump out at me. This is the part where sometimes they jump right out at you, and sometimes you just can't see it. And I watch a lot of these puzzles too online on other channels and stuff, and sometimes you're like, it's right there. I get it. If you're yelling at the screen, I understand, but I'm not seeing it. 1 6. Let's see. 3 9. Okay. 2 6 8. Those are the only three digits that can live in those three cells within this entire row. So that means I can eliminate 2 6 8 from anywhere else. So I can eliminate the 2's and the 8's from those two squares. 4 9 2 5 8 2 4 2 9 2 9 3 9 3 4 nothing. 3 9 2 3 9, anything like that? Nah, that'd be too easy. Why would we do that? Let's see if we can look at the 4's again and see, or the 9's. There's only two in that column. But I'm not seeing much else with that. Let's see, 3's. 1 2. Okay, empty rectangle again. So if that was a 3, that could not be a 3. If that was a 3, I'm sorry, if this was a 3, then that would be a 3. And that would rule out this and that in this box. So this cannot be a 3. Another empty rectangle. It doesn't really help us much because we didn't have much eliminated in that square to begin with, but let's see. Something's got to jump out at us here. It'll be so obvious I'll want to cry. 3 9. Let's see if this does anything. Let's look at the 3's. 3 9. Nope. If they were both 3's, there'd be a place for a 3 to go. Let's look at 9's. If they were both 9's, there would be a place for a 9 to go here. So that's not going to help any. Cool. Huh. Let's see. What am I missing? 3 6. 3 9 5 9 3 5 5 9 5 8 9. Is there a 5 8 touching anywhere? I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me right now, which is unpleasant for sure. Let's start again with the ones. Any patterns? No, I can't really eliminate anything, unfortunately. Well, that's a swordfish, but there's not going to be anything with that. Um, let's see. Oh, this is actually a swordfish. Oh yeah, look at this. 2's can only live there in that column. 2's can only live there in that column and only here in that column. So those all line up. Even though there's no 2 here, there has to be a 2 in one of these three spots in the columns. So you can eliminate any other 2 in the rows that touch these. So for instance, these two 2's can be eliminated. That's called a swordfish. Um, and that's how those work. But does that help us any? Hell no. Oh man, let's see. 1 4. Then I start looking for like if there's any like, since we did eliminate one there, 1 4, and see if it helps us at all. Oh, here's a 1 4 1 9 4 9, but we'd have to eliminate something in that, and we can't. Let's see here. 4 9 4 9. This is a tough puzzle. I guess let's just keep going then. So with twos, we found that swordfish. I think that's it for now that we're going to be able to get. Actually, no, that's the same one. Okay. Let's go to threes and see if we can find anything with threes. Doesn't really look like it. Well, actually no, we can. Look, here's an X-wing. So we know a three is either here or here in that column, or row, I'm sorry, or here in that row. Well, there's also another three. So two things can exist. This can be a three, which means this is not a three, or one of these two is a three, which means that is not a three. That's called a finned X-wing, I think. It's kind of an advanced feature, but if you have any questions, let me know. Of course, I can hopefully try to explain it a little better, but that rules out that square. That's how that works. So let's see what else we got. So 2, 8, 2, 6, 8, 2, 8. Let's look at twos. 2, 2. Okay, if these were both twos, then this 2 would eliminate that 2 from this column, and this 2 would eliminate that 2 from that column. So these cannot both be twos. Well, what would make those both twos? If this was an 8, it would eliminate 8 from both those cells that it touches, so that cannot be an 8. That's a W wing, it's called. 2, 6, 2, 8. Okay, so I don't know if that helped us or anything, but just slowly getting through this puzzle here. Let's see. What else? Let's look at twos again with 2, 8. Does this eliminate anything for us? With this 2, 8 and that 2, 8, let's look at eights. 8, 8. Not really. If this wasn't here, then it would eliminate those three, and then these couldn't both be eights, and we could eliminate 2 from there. But that's not the case. A lot of ifs there, huh? Let's see. What else with eights? Eight says there's 3, 3 that are in the same spot, but there's not another one there. Um, that's not a skyscraper. This is a good puzzle, man. This is tough. Let's keep going, I guess. Fours, nothing. Fives, nothing. Sixes, nothing. Sevens are done. Eights, that's a lot of number for eights, too. Um, God, I just feel like there's got to be something here. There's got to be something, man. But it got to something. It got to something. What is... Actually, let's see. Anytime you see this little pattern here where there's two offset, like here or here, sometimes you can find it's like a two-string kite or some. Oh, hold on. 8? Okay. So let's say that was a 8. Then that would not be an 8. So if this was an 8, this would be not an 8, but that would be an 8. So let's just mark this one with a different color, green. And then that would be a green. And then both 8, blue and orange touch this square. So this cannot be an 8, I think. Yeah, if that were an 8, I think we would have a problem. Yeah, we can eliminate 8 from that square. That's called a crane. I know it's that I even have a little I have definitely have problems spotting those. Um, oh, 1 3 1 3. Aha. So we can eliminate 1 3 from that because it lives there in that row. So that's good. Okay. We have a 5 8 5 8 combo. 8, 9. Okay, 5, 8, 8, 9, 5, 9. That's a Y wing. So this is the pivot point, 8, 9. So 8, 9 touches this square and this square. So if there's anything that takes away the 5 from this or this, we can eliminate it. Like this square takes away that 5, and this square takes away that 5. So not a lot of help, but a little. Let's look at 5s now and see. Ah, okay. So now that's got to be a 5. Um, Geez, man. Let's get rid of that marking. What are we missing here, man? This is a toughie. I was not expecting this to go like this. Here's an empty rectangle. So that's not a 8. 1, 9. Anything, any love with 1, 9? 1, 9, 1, 5, 9. Here's a 1, 9, 1, 9. Let's look at the ones and see if we can eliminate anything. No. What about 9s? 9s? Not, no. Okay, 2, 8. Just kind of looking for patterns here still. 2, 4. 1, 2, 1. Oh, here's another Y wing. Look, 1, 2 is the pivot point. Touches 1, 6 and 2, 6. Those are the only three numbers that can be in those squares. So is there anything that takes away the 6 from those two? Absolutely not. So never mind. That was a moot point. 3, 9. Let's see. 1, 4, 1, 9, 4, 9. But yeah, this square is not anything. Oh, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 4. Ah, okay. Those are the only, in that column, those are the only places those three numbers can exist. So we can get rid of it from the other places. Like 3 will not go there. And then that leaves a 6 there. Okay, let's see if that does anything for us. 2, 8, 2, 8. So that's got to be a 3. Um, Geez. I thought I'd break through a little bit on that one. Let's see, what else? 8s. Mm, no. 9s. God, there's so many numbers left. There were a lot of numbers to start, but we're just not getting a lot of help. Oh, there's a finned X-wing. Okay, so either that's a 9 or one of these is a 9 based on our X-wing formation in the rows. So if that's a 9, that's not a 9. If one of these are 9s, that's not a 9. So we can eliminate 9 from there. So that does something. 1, 5, 5, 8, 1, 8? No. 1, 4, 1, 5, 4, 5. No. Let's see 8s now again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Man, this is crazy. Wasn't really supposed to be this. Oh, okay. This 8 and this 8 means an 8 can't be there on that line. So that's 4, 9. Let's look at 4, 9s. I know we have a few of those around here, but we can't eliminate anything there. So that would be a moot point. 4, 9, 4, 9, but there's nothing to eliminate. So that does nothing for us. 1, 4, 4, 9, 1, 4, 3, 9, 4, 9, 3, 4 anywhere? Touching? No. Hmm. Let's look at 2s. I'm not seeing anything, man, with the 2s. But there's a lot of numbers there, man. There's a lot of patterns, and it's just like driving me crazy because, like, here's a 2-string kite, but if we could eliminate that square, but that's not going to work. Oh, man. Skyscraper? No. Okay, let's keep moving. threes, nothing jumping out at me. We have this situation here, but nothing there. We have an X-wing, but there's nothing to eliminate. Okay, fours, good. Five's good. Six, good. Seven's good. Eight's good. Wait, let's look back at eights again, see if we're missing something. There's, oh, this is a skyscraper. So this can't be an eight, and this can't be an eight because it touches these 2 points of the skyscraper. Because we know in this line either that's an eight and that's an eight, or that's an eight and that's an eight. So if it eliminates it, one of these has to be an eight. So this eight would eliminate that eight, and so would those eights. That's called a skyscraper. Again, if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments, but that's how that works. So now we have eight, eight, eight. I hope we cracked the puzzle there. I feel pretty good that that might have been it. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Jeez. Oh, oops. Four, four, four. Yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it, folks. Oops. One, one, three, 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 four, one, one, six, five, five. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. God, that was a toughie, man. That one got away from us a little bit there. 30 minutes. Try to keep these under 20 if I can, but anyways, I moved through some of that logic quickly at points. So if you have any questions, like I said, please in the comments, give me a timestamp and we can go over it. And if you like this video or any of my others, I would really appreciate a like and comment, subscribe, anything. It all helps the algorithm, and I'd really appreciate it. I'm just trying to get this page off the ground, or this. I keep calling it a page, but this channel, I should say. That's how new I am to this. Anyways, yep. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.